theme.
No messing around there, guys. It's the album spotlight. And it's Dominic Fike with Sunburn.
He's
Sophomore
back.
album from California
Dominic Fike.
native. I'm assuming he's from California. I don't actually know.
No.
No,
Florida.
Yeah, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
So much sense. This is the second album, long awaited.
How many times do you want to say the same thing in different ways?
This is the follow-up.
The latest. Number 2. This was teased over 2 years ago with
What?
half of one of the songs that are on this album,
Huh?
which is funny in a way, if you want to say that. When he posted a minute of Frisky, as it's now called. It was known as 2 for a long while because it was posted on Instagram with a short clip of him hitting a number 2 pinata, which was very effective. It got me pumped. I was so excited because
2 years you waited.
and for 2
Or maybe
years,
the 2 was for...
maybe. Well, it was over 2
Oh.
years. It was like January or February or something like that. 2021. But he's played it live a few times since, and it's become Frisky. Anyway, that's not important.
Nope.
Because we'll get to it maybe at some point. But this is a 15-track album, only 39 minutes long. We've got some
Only.
Speedy Boys, which I'm sure, Callum, you appreciated that at least.
I did, but I didn't appreciate those fucking 15 of them. But we move.
Well, Callum, you need to get over it because me and Liam have had I'm sorry, I'm just going to speak for him. Wonderful time listening to this.
I've listened to it so much. I can't
Same.
explain. I've had it on basically repeat today. Apart from the other stuff.
I've listened to it once, and that was enough.
Well,
I have added
It's so easy
4
to listen to.
to my playlist. It was just, I don't know.
Cal, go on, throw them out.
Fun.
Hit me.
I actually don't know. No, it was Think Fast, which was featuring Weezer.
Mm-hmm.
Mona Lisa,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sunburn,
Yes,
Yeah,
my
okay,
child.
Yeah.
and the aforementioned Frisky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
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 Well, we'll start there because it's the best. Sunburn is my favourite. I said in the group chat earlier this week that it might be my favourite chorus of any song released this year.
It's a big
And you know
compliment.
what? I still stand by that, you know.
Wow.
I just fucking love the way it's done. It's very simple and, I mean, it is repetitive, but it just sounds so nice. His voice is fucking phenomenal. I watched
Great.
it. I'm going to go off on a tangent here.
Here we go.
I watched a Zane Lowe interview that he did a couple of days ago, and he kept on saying, like, he's not really that great a singer. Dominic, man,
Yo, Dom.
stop saying that about yourself. Great singer. Great singer. And there's so many
However,
moments on this that are fantastic.
don't ever sing a full song on Euphoria ever again.
Oh yeah, please. don't
No,
do
I
that.
think he's been forgiven now. I think this is right that wrong.
Yeah,
Go on, Dom.
I'm not convinced. Where's the worst place you've ever had sunburn?
I had it on my feet once, and that was
that's awful.
hell.
That's heavy. I've been
Yeah.
burnt on the bottom of my feet, but it was from
No, not the
hot
bottom.
floor.
Bottom
Which was
would
worse?
be awful. I had it on the top, so
Yeah,
I
I've
just
had that, yeah.
sun creamed everywhere else and
Gross.
just completely forgot about my feet, and then just couldn't walk comfortably with any sort of shoe or anything.
Gross.
Sandal.
You silly boy.
Yeah, mine
What about you?
was but I guess if it counts, bottom of the feet, but that was from hot floor. in Australia.
I'm not gonna allow that because it's not strictly sunburn, is it? It's just actual burns.
Yeah, I guess it was just burns. Yeah, it really fucking hurt that I couldn't walk for like a week. Otherwise, I don't know.
We're not gonna allow actual burns here. Just sunburn.
I had really bad, like just pure back, like peeling off, like scab grossness on one of my last holidays. That wasn't fun. This is a really nice conversation, guys. Cal, anywhere you gonna go with this?
I've got Italian skin, mate. I don't burn.
Ah, Italian stallion over here.
Why don't you
Get
show
it
us?
out.
So these there's a lot of songs on here that I love. There's so many catchy moments, which I think really helps with getting through the songs. I mean, that's what drew me in at the moment I hit play on the first track, How Much Is Weed? And then it just continued to have a lot of standout moments and catchy lines. Towards the middle of the first half. There's a track called "Sick" that I really didn't care for.
Yeah.
Far too poppy.
Yeah.
I think is the only way I can really put it. It just sounds very typical, and I wasn't really enjoying it. Yeah, no, that was it really. The rest of them they all have their own unique moments that make them great. I mean, I love how like there's that really heavy sort of guitar and amp pile, that lead. That's great. And is it Dancing in the Courthouse that sort of ends quite? No, that's just a catchy chorus. There's one song that finishes quite heavy, and that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Liam, but I haven't got much to say,
Crack on,
so I'll
son.
just get out there. When Amp Pile came out as a single, I actually really
fantastic.
enjoyed that. But I don't know, it just didn't really do anything for me this time around. It just got boring fast, which is the mentality I kind of had going into it. Liam, in particular, because Yanni was asleep, said that it gets better towards the end of the album. I do definitely agree with that. And the 4 that I put in my playlist, I do really enjoy. I like the sound of it. I don't think a full album of it was ever designed for me. So I think I was kind of going into this fighting a losing battle, but it wasn't as bad as I was making out this morning.
I just want to say as well before Liam starts, that 4x4, the guitar in that, beautiful. There's a chord that's played during the intro, which is just the bass note of the chord, which is getting really boring now for people who don't care about this much in detail about music. But bellissima.
Bellissimo. That was for you, Carl. I think the beauty of this album is the variety. Undeniable variety. There's so much.
We got notes here. We're going off.
Absolutely not. All for doing this, bro.
Come on, then. I'm ready for it.
Bro.
Ready for it, bro.
Yeah. The variety is something to behold. So much different stuff going on. You got this much poppier moments in songs like obviously Mona Lisa, Dancing in the Courthouse. You've got a kind of very somber moments in songs like 4x4, and everything in between. It really keeps you along from track to track. There's no 2 tracks that are kind of similar, apart from towards the very end. But like I don't see that necessarily as a negative. But I think it's so impressive how many different styles he's managed to include in this album, and like in each song, just different aspects that shouldn't really work together. And I think the change in vocals, vocal style, and what's the word? Like the effects on the vocals throughout the album is also very good. It just makes every song sound completely fresh. I think that's very much something to behold. That being said, I do think, as much as I enjoy particularly Mona Lisa, and I've grown to enjoy Dancing in the Courthouse, and I do enjoy Amp Pile, I could do without those much more poppy commercial songs from the album. I think that might just because from where I'm coming from the first EP that you put out, that isn't that. It's more the style of some of the other songs. I just don't necessarily, apart from Free Nights, for Free Nights is a bop.
That's a bop.
It's such a good tune. I just don't. I think I could lose them and be happy still with the album if they were just singles. I was actually shocked to see Mona Lisa was on here, particularly with it being from the Spider-Man soundtrack. I always find that very weird when a song from a soundtrack's on an album.
Oh. Okay, well that makes more sense now, because I felt like I'd recognised it.
Yeah, guys. And I don't know if it's just a subconscious thing because I know that's from that film, is that that's the one that probably stands out the most on the album. But again, I do like the song, but I could do without that. Amp Pile especially, I just kind of find the guitar a bit annoying. I know it's a objectively good song, but I just don't love it very much. No.
Go on. Sorry.
Come on, please.
Well, I would like to ask a question about Frisky.
Hit me.
Credited on that are the 4 Chili Peppers as writers. Is there a sample, or have they just worked on
interpolation?
Interpolation, yeah. I'm just thinking like I'm just listening to the opening riff and I don't know. What came to mind very quickly was scar tissue, maybe. But
what came to my mind was Black Eyed Peas with the woohoo bits.
Yeah,
sounds like
it does.
Black Eyed Peas.
Oh yeah, he is spot on, and so does. Yeah, I don't know what.
Because it's Flea, Prashante, Anthony, and Chad.
I mean, that's got to be that it's just taken from a song. There's something rather than being involved in any way.
Yeah, you'd imagine so.
I'll try and find out for you while we're talking, or while you're talking. Liam.
Sorry, it must be. I'm so interested. That's so weird. Now where was I? I think
it does. Yeah. Sorry, it's scar tissue. You're right there.
Wow, this brain up here, guys.
You...
It's big boy. I don't know what. I can't even place why that is, but that came to mind. So I guess anyway. The rest of the album. Now, Think Fast featuring Weezer, which is a very interesting one. Clear interpolation there of Undone by Weezer in the kind of verse melody, which is great. It works great. I love what he sings over it. Mixed with the intro, which is completely different. And then you've got what sounds like rivers in like the second half of the song. Sounds great. And I think that's so smart. It's such a smart feature on an album. Because the feature didn't seem obvious. Like when you say it says feature and Weezer, I assumed from the offset that the interpolation was that, and they kind of had to include that. And then once you hear Rivers kind of joining in, again, I assume it sounds a lot like Rivers. Don't know, just very smart, very kind of bold move, I think, to kind of rip off someone's song and then include them on it. Really cool. Now I'm getting to the heavy stuff here, guys, and these are my top tracks of the week of the album, and one of them is the aforementioned Frisky. Now, maybe it's because I've been waiting 2 years for this song to come out, and I basically had half of it the whole time anyway, because there was a minute clip on Instagram. It was only 2 minutes long, but that song has been stuck in my head non-stop since I've listened to this album. Genuinely love it. Just think it's a great tune. So well written. The guitar's great on it. It's got that great kind of poppy element to it. And I just wish it was longer. I really wish it was longer. It's so good.
Cal, you look fucking great on Skype right now.
Cal, you look dope, bro.
Yeah.
I'll wrap up, guys. Shall I? I mean, I love so many of the songs, but the other one is 4x4 that really stands out for me. Beautiful song. So emotional. It just feels so like powerful, like every aspect of it. Again, another beautifully written song, and I think showing the versatility of Dominic Fike on this album. That sentence made no sense. It's shown. The versatility is shown, and I think it's done a great job. From what I remember of the first album, it didn't, and it was struggling to find its place a little bit. And I think his place is all over the place, and he's done a good job at that. So yeah, genuinely very impressed. And another moment of like, I'm kind of like happy that we get to enjoy such good music in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why I'm gonna rate it a 6.
Are you actually, Carl?
Yeah, because it's just not for me. Sorry.
Give me some warning. There's an image. I don't know if you watched the videos.
He doesn't.
Sorry, but I thought it was funny because of how much you were enjoying it.
Great, yeah, so funny, mate. Also, Pastor Child. Pastor Child sounds a lot like a Jack Johnson song, and I really like it.
I was going to say that.
So Jack Johnson. Again, great fun. We all said it with our hearts and souls. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
Liam. Wow.
Wow. Yanni, what are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it. You better have that same score already. I'm going to give it an 8.
Damn.
Wow. The exact same rating as the Do Nothing album got last week.
Well, interesting.
688.
So that's
and you probably spent the same amount of time on that album as well, didn't you, Carl?
Yep.
It's a full 7, guys. Full 7.
No.
Wants to know. I wanted to ask you guys.
Please ask me.
I want you to go and listen to the first EP. I'm worried now that you're going to be let down by it, but I still think it's really good.
I've tried to, I
Yanni-
didn't at the time. However, this may have changed my outlook on it.